distant masses of ice. I'm not sure how to pronounce this next one. Ichthyolotry. Ichthyolotry. Whether it's ichthyolotry or ichthyolotry. A noun, the worship of fish. Idiumpty, a noun. It's military slang for Morse code. This apparently dates from the time of the Raj, from nicknames used to teach Morse code to Indian troops. A dot was idi and a dash was umpty, so letter P, dot dash dash dot, was idi umpty umpty idi. Idioglossia, a noun. 1. A condition in which pronunciation is so bad as to be quite unintelligible. 2. A private language developed between two or more children, especially twins. This literally means private language. It comes from the Greek idios, meaning own, and glossa, meaning tongue or language. Idioticon, a noun, a vocabulary of a particular dialect or district. Ignis fatuus, a noun. 1. The light produced by combustion of marsh gas, which may lead a traveller into danger. Will-o'-the-wisp. 2. Any delusive ideal or hope that may lead one astray. Immortelle, a noun. 1. An everlasting flower. 2. A china replica of flowers as a graveyard monument. Beg my pardon. Impersex, a noun. The superimposition of male sexual characteristics onto female gastropods caused by certain pollutants. Imprimatur, a noun. A license or permission to print a book, etc. This Latin word is translated literally as let it be printed. Encirclet, a noun. A small circle or spiral. Incompossible, an adjective. Incapable of coexisting. Incarny, an adjective. Fine, delicate, pretty. Act 4 of Shakespeare's Love's Labour's Lost contains the following line. O my troth, most sweet jests, most incarny vulgar wit. Indigent, an adjective. 1. Impoverished. 2. In need, especially of means of subsistence. Inglovies, a noun. The crop or craw of birds. In jelly, a verb. To place as if in jelly. In his poem Audley Court, Tennyson describes the food offered at a picnic, including the following, which seems to be a kind of game pie. A pasty costly made, where quail and pigeon, lark and leveret lay, like fossils of the rock, with golden yolks, embedded and injellied. Insolation, a noun. 1. Exposure to the sun's rays. 2. Solar radiation falling upon a given surface. Insufflation, a noun. 1. The act of breathing on anything, especially in baptism or exorcism. 2. The act of blowing air, power, etc. into a cavity or on a surface. 3. The act of blowing gas or medication in powder form into a body cavity. Interfenestration, a noun. The spacing of windows. Interlard, a verb. To mix in as fat with lean. 2. To intersperse one's speech or writing with unusual words. Interlination, a noun. The dark time between the old moon and the new. Interrobang, a noun. punctuation mark consisting of a question mark superimposed on an exclamation mark. This rare punctuation mark is used in questions that themselves imply astonishment or horror, such as, "What did you pay for that house?" Intrepidation, a noun. Fearlessness, bravery. Invaletudinary, an adjective. Sickly or infirm. At first sight, it would appear that this word would mean the opposite of valetudinary, but it does in fact mean the same, that is, sickly, as is the case with flammable and inflammable. The prefix in does not always indicate negation. Infection, a noun, a severe accusation or denunciation. Inveigle, a verb, 1, to entice, 2, to persuade by cajolery, 3, to wheedle. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce this. Give me a second. Ipsedixidism. Ipsedixidism. Yes. Ipsedixidism. Ipsedixidism. Well, a noun. The practice of making dogmatic pronouncements. Ipse dixit, a Latin phrase meaning literally he himself said it, is a dogmatic statement or dictum. Isabel, Isabella, or Isabelline, a noun, a dingy yellowish grey colour, an adjective, of this colour. The origin of this is unclear. It has been suggested that it relates to Isabella, daughter of Philip II of Spain, who did not change her linen for 3 years, until Ostend was taken. But this is impossible as the word predates the siege of Ostend. A similar legend is ascribed to the Isabella of Castile, and this would have been chronologically possible, but the connection has not been proved. Isinglass, noun. 1. A material, mainly gelatin, obtained from sturgeons' air bladders and other sources. 2. Thin, transparent sheets of mica. Isat, a noun. 1. Public esteem. 2. Honour, reputation, prestige. This Urdu word from Arabic, izar, meaning glory, is an important concept in Islam. That ends the letter I. The letter J. Japhetic, an adjective. 1. Of European race. 2. Relating to a number of European and Near Eastern non-Indo-European languages, formerly thought to be related and to belong to some pre-Indo-European grouping. According to the Old Testament, Japheth was one of Noah's 3 sons. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. The others being Ham and Shem. After the flood, each son went to a different land to settle, and these 3 men between them were responsible for populating the earth and creating its 3 races, the Japhetic, the Hamitic, and the Semitic. Japheth went to the Isles of the Gentiles, commonly believed to be the Isles of Greece, and hence the Japhetic race became the European race. Okay, I'm not sure how to pronounce this either, but let's have a go. Jehoiada, Box, Jehoiada, Box, a children's saving bank. In 2 Kings chapter 12 verse 9 of the Old Testament, there is a story of the priest Jehoiada and his plan to collect money for the repair of the temple. But Jehoiada the priest took a chest and bored a hole in the lid of it, and set it beside the altar, on the right side, as one cometh into the house of the Lord. Geistical, noun, Scottish, a close-fitting garment. This obsolete term is derived from French justaucorps, meaning close-fitting to the body. Jellygraph, a noun, a former device for copying that used a plate of jelly. Office life is much the poorer for the demise of this device. Panama hats. This takes its name from Chipijapa, a city in western Ecuador, famed for the production of Panama hats. Jobble, a verb, to move jerkily like a sea running in irregular waves. Jobanal, a noun, a stupid person. The word is apparently derived from the French joban, meaning a noodle, and the English nal, meaning the top of the head. Jocko, a noun, a chimpanzee. The word came into use via French from the West African njeko. Jogger's paw, a noun, inflammation of a dog's paw caused by its owner dragging it along while jogging. Jugs, a noun, in Scottish history, an instrument of punishment consisting of an iron collar attached to a wall or post and put around an offender's neck. This word is probably derived from Old French jug, a yoke, from Latin jugum. Jugum, I'm not sure. Juglandaceous, an adjective of or pertaining to the walnut genus of trees. The word is derived from Latin juglant. I don't know how to pronounce any of these, so I'm not even going to try. And finally, for the letter J, Jumart, a noun, the supposed offspring of a bull and a mare, or a stallion and a cow.